Alright, so in this video I have a pair of sneakers that I bought off of Puma's website, and I gotta tell you guys, I think this might be my favorite pair of Pumas in recent memory, last couple of years at least, and it is the MB.02. Now, I haven't really been following Puma that much. I don't have any relationships over there at Puma. Hopefully somebody at Puma can actually reach out to me and get me on that seed list so I can get my hands on some of their upcoming products, because some of this stuff has been very interesting to me. It's just the way my funds are set up. I'm not trying to spend all my money on all the different brands, but any which way, this is one that I've been interested in, and this shoe was released in All-Star Weekend, and it was one that for sure I had my eyes on. We are talking about these guys right here, the MB.02, and this is the Mellow Ball Rick and Morty collaboration specifically. So if you like Rick and Morty, this is definitely a pair that I think people are just going to go crazy about. If you don't like Rick and Morty, I feel like the colorways and the mismatch and the cosmic sort of looks to these shoes are just super fire as is. Even if you're not a fan of the shows. And just as a sidebar, it sounds like the creator of Rick and Morty has been in some hot water lately, so it's not like I'm trying to say I support or don't support what he has or hasn't done. I honestly didn't look too deep into that conversation, and it's something I probably need to. But regardless of that, it's like a cartoon that I've watched and I've appreciated and I liked in the past. And since I'm literally the only one in my house that's ever seen the show, I'm probably the only one that can look at these shoes and go, oh, I get it. But this is a really cool looking collaboration in my opinion. Now, the images look pretty cool, but I'll tell you guys, once you get these in hand, immediately once I took them out, I was like, okay, this is better than the pictures. And part of the reason why is because on the black parts of the upper, the fused parts, you can actually see that there's like some stardust sprinkle action going on. And that honestly is just one of those things that adds like the extra dimension to the sneakers. It really makes it look like outer space, and the thick bold lines on the sides of the shoe look really cool, kind of the wings or whatever. But then you look closer and there's tons of details on both of these shoes that I wanted to get into. But first, let's get into the words of what Puma says about the product. This is the MB.02 Rick and Morty by LaMelo Ball. The adventure continues in a second installment of LaMelo Ball's collaboration with beloved Adult Swim show Rick and Morty. The MB.02 Rick and Morty is the fusion of neon hues reflective of the characters' multifaceted personalities, most notably the mismatched left and right foot colorways. The cushioning is nitro foam infused midsole for superior responsiveness and comfort while remaining lightweight, perfect for high-energy explosive playstyles. It does have full coverage engineered non-slip rubber compound with a feather tread pattern, a nod to LaMelo's signature wings. For enhanced durability and traction, ideal for quick cuts and spot jumpers. Disruptive upper construction made with engineered woven mesh and multi-zoned mixed materials for targeted support, comfort, and breathability and lightweight package. As for the overall fit of the shoes, for me personally, they do fit a little bit snug. I would probably go up a half a size to a size 10. I can make these work. I can always pull out the insoles or just wear thinner socks, but they are a little bit snug for my feet personally, just somebody that has a little bit of a wider foot. If you guys have a difference in opinion, of course, leave a comment in the comment section. And I'm speaking from a non-performance basketball opinion, at least on my side. These things though, like I'll tell you, the mismatched colors are very, very vibrant. From a distance, they look crazy. Up close, they look crazy. But as you look even closer, you see all the details from the Mellow 2s that they actually like have on this shoe, but then also the details of this specific colorway that definitely shine through. So on the left shoe, it's kind of like this neon green upper. You do have fused material over top of the toe box, but I kind of like how it circles back right here and makes a little swirl element, swirl design, and then that continues with some of the materials that they overlaid over top of the toe box area as well. It's a really interesting look and definitely something we see on more modern sneakers. Something I appreciate about this model is the wings on the sides kind of flow together with that Puma logo. So you see the Puma logo on the side, but then the wings also are there, and they're done in different materials, but the way it flows together, it really looks like just one part, and I really dig that. As I mentioned, you have some glitter effect in the black fused part of the upper, and I think that is really solid as well. It just gives it more of like an outer space sort of vibe. Then on the inside of the left shoe, you can see it does say Rare right here on the side. And I thought it was wings on both sides of both shoes, but it's actually not. It actually says Rare right here. And another thing I like is they went with a green font here with a black outline. It gives it sort of a cartoon effect, but it definitely spells out the word Rare, and it looks really cool on the side of the shoe. And then on the right shoe, I'm not actually sure what it says, but it's the same sort of style in the yellow and black piping. Again, a nice little cartoon effect considering Rick and Morty is like the cartoon. You have a purple mesh liner on the left and a pink mesh liner on the right. Also, there's a green neon and a yellow neon on the upper as well. And then they both fade back to different colors also. So one's purple and then one is like that magenta sort of color or that hot pink sort of look. But they also keep that consistent on the bottoms of the shoes as well. One says Rare on the bottom in purple, the other one says Rare on the bottom in pink, and then you have the green neon tread on one and the yellow on the other, and then it's transposed in the midfoot and then back to the original colors on the bottom of the heels as well. So just something I like, that they were consistently different on both parts of the shoe. Anytime you have a mismatched shoe, it's nice that they actually put a lot of thought into it instead of just like doing a mismatched upper and then having the exact same outsole midsoles sort of thing. They actually did different midsoles for both. They did different outsoles for both, and they just transposed the colors. The one thing that is the same on both of them is the black piping on the outside, as I mentioned, but also the liners of the shoes. So it's just a black liner in both. And I think it's nice to have some consistency, some sort of base, but then also have everything else just totally different. The purple shoe, being Rick's shoe, has a picture of him on the tongue, and then Wubba Lubba Dub Dub on the inside liner of the shoe. I love that. And then on the other shoe, you have Morty here, and then it says "Get Your Ish Together" on the inside of the shoe. So I like that they're consistently themed, one character versus the other character. Again, it's just like a perfect pairing when you have mismatched sneakers. On the back heels of the shoes, they did the flip-flop in the colors, but you have yellow on the green shoe and it says Mellow, and then it has the one and the Wings logo, and then green on the yellow shoe has that same Mellow and the Wings logo on the bottom. Again, consistently different, and I like that. Also, the liners of the shoe do have Rick and Morty, different faces on different liners. So again, totally different. Also, the box is really fire as well. You can see it has like a little bit see-through right here, and then it does have like the Puma logo right here with Rick and Morty's faces, and then you do see their faces on this side as well. It says the 02 here, and then it does say "Not From Here." Now, the first version of this shoe was very successful. Resale market's kind of hot on that one. It's a shoe that I was interested in when it dropped, but I didn't ever pull the trigger on them, and of course now I'm kind of like, man, I should have got those. But I do actually think that this is better than the first version. I really like what they did with these, and I think this might be my favorite pair of Puma shoes that I have had in my collection, and just one that I've been interested in quite a while. And that's a pretty big statement considering it's a basketball shoe, and basketball and lifestyle really haven't been crossing over in the last 3 or 4 years. So I feel like this is one of those pairs of sneakers that really helps me get back to basketball sneakers in the lifestyle segment again. And there's a whole bunch of like new blood in the basketball space now. We have Kyrie pretty much done. KD's line's just not really been doing it for me, a little bit too narrow. It's always been too narrow for me. I mean, look at that dude's foot. But now you have Tatum, now you have Luka, now you have Ja, all those dudes bringing new stuff to Nike. The new Kawhi shoe looks really fire as well from New Balance. Trae Young and Harden shoes look really good from Adidas. Basketball as well. Maybe it's just that I'm paying more attention to basketball recently. It's been fun getting back into it. My kid's been playing basketball, so I'm more in that universe than I have been in the last handful of years, and part of that is exciting to me. But this is a really cool moment where it's like, it's a Puma shoe. I like these better than most of the Pumas out there, and it is a collaboration with Rick and Morty. But they did an excellent job executing this shoe. The only thing is, again, they fit a little bit snug for me. I should have gone up to a 10 instead of a 9.5. Luckily, they're still available for anybody that's actually trying to buy a pair. They're sitting in a full size run at like Foot Locker. I will link them in the description. If you guys use my link, I do get a little bit of a kickback, just giving you a heads up. But it's greatly appreciated if you do that because it does support my channel. Curious to see your guys' thoughts in the comment section, but appreciate you all for stopping by and watching the video. Again, Puma, reach out to me. Let's do some work. Anyway, have a good one. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and hopefully we'll see you back on the channel for some more content. Subscribe if you guys are new. Notification bell to be notified when my videos go live, and hopefully we'll see you back. All right, peace, guys.